Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Don't take anything personally. Your truth is personal to you. Your own opinions and point of view reflect your own agreements and are personal to you. It's no one's truth but yours. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 72, NASDAQ up 42, S&P's up 13, gold contract up $25, trading at $1,779 an ounce. Silver up 72 cents at $34.66 an ounce. Platinum, $1,649 an ounce. Copper up 3 pennies at $3.74 a pound. Light sweet crude up $2.35, trading out at $92.33 a barrel. Bonds down 12 ticks at 149.16. King dollar down 35 ticks at 79.59. The euro is at 129.15, and the yen is trading out there at 77.60. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, what do we have? We're up $13. We did $634 million. And I suspect what we got, folks, you get a small B to a C of a small ABC structure on the way down. If we go take a look at the SPY, what you have is this. SPY today is up at $115 million. We came off downtown yesterday was 146. We came down with 133. That's the way this little baby's set up at this particular point. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow. Same setup in the Dow Industrials. Dow gets up $72. You do the 634. And, you know, the ABC structure, folks, let's see. So 634. Yeah, 634 is going against 738. Bottom line, you get ABC structure on the way down. The NASDAQ Composite. Composite is up $42. We do a $1.6 billion out here. That baby's going against the 1.7. We take same setup there. You go over and take a look at the 3Qs. What you have with the 3Qs is this: is that we come off the highs with the 3Qs. We did $41 million from a price point of 70 down to 68. You did $32 million yesterday. You did 25 up today. So your A point up here is up the highs. Your B point's the bottom. And we'll see where this C point decides to straighten itself out. But bottom line, coming into a Friday, it's basically like the Qs could get into 69.42, about another 30 cents. If you go intraday, you'll see that by about 2 o'clock this afternoon, it just couldn't handle it anymore. And what was throwing it for a curveball, folks, was the way that we came down on the 25th. You know, on a 10-minute chart, what you have is that we came down with 2.2 million. We were only going up there with 500,000. Gold contract. Now, let's get over and take a look at gold. This is what we have with gold. Gold contracted 164,000 contracts. We had the spike high last Friday. The spike high last Friday, it got to 1790 even. Now, the spike high going back months is 1792.50, folks. Then this came into this with some decent volume today, 164,000 contracts. So what I expect you're probably going to see is you're going to see the spike tomorrow morning, and the number on this baby is, this is kind of cool, actually. The number, okay, so this is what ends up happening in the future market. As you roll futures forward, folks, okay, the actual cash number is 1792.50. The future number is 1800.90. So that baby can get spiked tomorrow morning. If you happen to be up early tomorrow morning, I'm going to be on CNBC at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And I will be bisecting and dissecting that gold market. We go take a look at the dollar index. What do we have with the dollar index out here? Dollar index, she pulls back today, does 18,000 contracts, and, you know, bottom line, that's a little too many contracts. Why? It isn't too many contracts in the aspect of how the pullback happens. It is in the context of how we went up, though. You know, so bottom line is that this little baby looks to me like she's going to get into. Well, it's not that bad, actually. We had gone up in 27,000 contracts on the 20th. Then we made the bottom with 36,000. But this looks like it's going to try to get into 79. No, it's only 10 cents lower, 79.40. Bond market. What do we do with bonds out here? What we had with bonds is this, folks. Whoa. Bond market now, and this is where there's going to be some nice divergence, and this is what it is. The bonds closed at 149.16. They rejected lower price, and they rejected lower price, bottom line, real quick today. So that bond market is setting up to get into that 151.29 area, which is the last swing point. You know, we're in the larger range, so there's a little what the divergence would be is this. Is that King Dollar still is not moving. The bonds are moving. The bonds are saying, hey, guess what? We're coming into lower price. After the close out here, something coming back from the dead is RIM. Research in Motion. Research in Motion closed at the $7.14. It's trading up right now at $8.75, and they didn't lose as much as they were looking to lose. The estimated loss was 47 cents. They lost 27 cents. They said they have an overseas growth. The Research in Motion reported a narrow loss, and the analyst said projected help by growth of BlackBerry subscribers to overseas markets such as India, South Africa, and Indonesia. The shares are up 25%. RIM's done, folks. Don't even, you know, all RIM's going to do right now. RIM had gapped down. It's been gapping down forever. It's going into the gap right now. The top of that gap, by the way, is $8.37. That's what it's going to go for. Nike came out with numbers. The Nike closed at 96. It's traded as low as 92. It's traded at 94 right now. Numbers are like this in Nike. This is interesting. Okay. Now, this is where the dollar still comes into play. Nike's getting hit here. This is interesting. Okay, so the estimate on Nike was $1.13. And they come in with 123. That's the next quarter. So they're coming in over the deal, but guess what? They're not making their numbers. Now, what they're saying, this is what they're doing. They're given numbers, ex-currency, ex-U.S. currency, okay? And that's pretty intense, man. You know what, folks? Okay, their estimates are up 10%, but guess what? Your estimates can be up, but what ends up happening is that if you're dealing in currencies that are getting weaker versus the U.S. dollar, and because what they do is that they repatriate the money back to the dollar, they lose on a continual basis. Their margins are 43.5%. And, you know, if you take a look at this chart, what you're going to see is that $91 is written on this chart, big time. When you talk about quality volume, this equity, folks, had quality volume all the way up to $91. On a monthly basis, what you had is at $91. It had 101 million shares traded, nice, and okay, all the way up too. By the way, took out B points for volume, did everything above. From that point on, from March of 2011, this is where you can save a huge amount of money, by the way, too, folks. So March of 2011. That was it. You know, you could have stayed in that stock 3 or 4 months. It got over it. As it got over 58 million, then guess what? It made a high with 51 million, comes off that high with 84 million, and bottom line is it's on its way down to 91. Now, if it has volume behind the move as it starts moving down there, which it did, by the way, the first leg down. First leg down had big volume. On a monthly basis, what had happened is that we came down with 84 million. You went back up on a monthly basis with 51. This is a large ABC down. You know, 91 should give it some good support, but if volume blows out of this baby, get out of the way, because there's a lot lower that this can go. Some of the large cap stocks out here, we had Caterpillar down 3 cents today. Oxy was up $1.25. We had Honeywell up 80. Oh, Big Blue. Let's see what Big Blue's doing. She's looks like she's going to charge after that high. Oh no, I see. Okay, no, not enough juice. Big Blue up 191 at 205.91. Listen, folks, this is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there. We'll come right back.